One thing to keep in mind with coping skills, they build muscle in two ways. They can be used as a proactive type of thing, meaning I'm going to practice breathing before our presentation today, and that's going to help me relax. Also, they can be used for intervention. So during the presentation, I might get nervous and then I can go to my breathing and it's going to help me relax, right? So coping skills have this amazing ability to give us short-term benefit and to give us long-term benefit as intervention. So let's keep this in mind as we're talking, because again, we need to be proactively teaching social emotional learning and coping skills that are effective to children and teens so that when they hit this age group, they're ready to go. Not that we can't teach a young adult new tricks, we can, but the more they have as they enter this group, the more successful and the more a sense of well-being they're going to have. So the first one, the most simplest and the best thing that you can do probably for your health is just learn how to breathe properly, right? Abdominal breathing. When you put your hand on your belly should rise because your lungs are like a balloon filling up with oxygen. So number one thing you can do is just learn how to breathe. And sometimes all it takes is just, paying attention to your breath during a meeting or during a class. It can be really helpful. It's going to send oxygen to all parts of your body. You think clearer. And again, it can be used as a proactive tool or it can be used in an interventive tool. You're just about to send a text and you think you should send it and, you're upset or something. How do you take that breath? How do you breathe? Slow your body down and then give yourself a chance to reread the text and figure out, is this something I really want to do? Another coping skill that I really believe in is called grounding. This is a form of mindfulness, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But grounding is just the ability to really ground yourself to your body. And so, feeling your bottom on the chair, feeling your feet on the floor, your back against the back of the chair, getting a sense of your body safe and secure in this moment is a powerful tool, especially with anxiety and trauma impact. Another coping skill that I highly recommend is journaling. I've been journaling since I was 15 years old. I've kept all my journals. They're full of, cheesy poems and profound statements and stuff like that. But one of the things that it can really do is it can really connect me with what's going inside and then make a sense of that as I'm also dealing with the outside world. You can go back and reread and see how much you've grown. The only caveat with journals is you need to make sure that they're safe and secure and that nobody else reads them. Another coping skill is exercise. We know that this group of people, like many other groups, like to exercise. I would say be gentle with your exercise. You don't, again, balance is the key word, but exercise is a really good coping. Another coping plan that I often get people to utilize is what I call a coping buddy. Who do you got that you're going to call that one time that, is always going to be able to listen to you? And I don't care how old they are or what they do, but it's somebody that's not going to judge you, somebody that's just going to listen and is going to be there for you. And hopefully, in turn, you can be somebody's coping buddy, but having a coping buddy is essential. I just mentioned briefly mindfulness, but, the ability to be mindful, the ability to stay in the moment, to be non-judgmental about the moment happening right now, whether it's your thoughts, your emotions, or your behavior, right? Being able to eat mindfully, being able to walk mindfully. By the way, all of these exercises can be found on YouTube. And you can get, some guru to help you process these things. The next one, I'm going to go with therapy. I'm a therapist. I've been doing therapy for 20 years. It's essential for coping. Good counselors are going to help you cope. That's what they're going to do. They're not just going to listen. They're going to help you cope. They're going to get you better at those kind of things. Another one, also kind of under the therapy realm, but something that we can do on our own, the old CBT, or just being able to manage our own self-talk, right? Our self-talk is full of a lot of negative stuff. How do we recognize that as irrational? Give ourselves the time to breathe into that and then realize, no, here's a rational message that actually reframes what I really want to think about myself.